Welcome back to FCC Knows Mental Health.
Welcome back to FCC Knows Mental Health.
Today we're going to be talking about
healthy ways to say goodbye.
And just a side note about today's video, today we're going to be saying goodbye. It's our last day and we're really going to miss you guys. Hopefully you can learn something in this video.
Ooh.
Everyone handles goodbyes in different ways, whether it's parents sending their child off to college or friends parting ways when one moves across the country. Saying goodbye is difficult and everyone has their own coping mechanisms for dealing with them. To create healthier patterns, try the following do's and don'ts of goodbyes. Do avoid being dramatic, so clutching, crying, and clinging with obsessive demands for staying in touch. It's okay to cry, but over-dramatized goodbyes are not healthy send-offs. Avoid these 5 comments and commands to prevent unhealthy expectations. Promise me nothing will change. I can't live without you. I'm afraid something terrible will happen and I will never see you again. Call me or text me every day. Please, please, please don't go. Each of the above statements creates unrealistic demands and expectations, leaving one person to create a mental image of the other as someone who is weak, needy, and overly dramatic. An image of a cheerful smile and affectionate hug is remembered much more fondly. Don't avoid the goodbye. Although you want to avoid the ultra-emotional scenes described, you also don't want to avoid goodbyes together. They're often painful, but we should use goodbyes to help us transition. Avoiding it can make the separation even more difficult and create a negative impact on the future. When dealing with something painful, we are tempted to get over with quickly. With goodbyes, give yourself time to do it properly. It's okay for it to be a process rather than a one-time event. And don't focus on the negative. Goodbyes often elicit reflection. When saying goodbye, take a moment to remember the good times or the painful ones. Learn from the mistakes that were made. Forgive anything that needs to be forgiven, whether it's yourself or others, and allow the goodbye to be also a fresh beginning. Do give notice. These go hand in hand with don't avoid, because it will be difficult to say goodbye. We may be tempted to wait until the last minute to tell others we will be leaving. This isn't fair. Give others and yourself time to process the change, work through emotions, and have time to connect with you before. Do process your emotions. Allow yourself to acknowledge the emotions that saying goodbye can bring to the surface. Don't deny them. Some may need to be limited in their expression, but don't feel like you have to refute them and pretend everything is perfect. Do choose a good setting. Have a friend over for an intimate lunch. Take your child out for a special one-on-one dinner. Don't make your goodbye during a mad dash to the airport or a loud going-away party. Do say goodbye to what you need to, but also say hello. People aren't the only things we miss. Give yourself permission to say farewell to things others may consider ridiculous. Your bedroom, your favorite treat, or even the delicious dessert from your local dive. As you allow yourself to experience sadness and give yourself time to say goodbye to what you will miss, be sure to say hello to the new things. Look for the relationships. Get excited about what a new location or job has in store. Remember, goodbye is not an end, it's also a beginning.
Today we will each have a chance to share healthy goodbyes in our circle. There are many ways to say goodbye. It is important to remember that there is no right or wrong way to do this. Goodbyes are best when they come from the heart, so the best goodbyes are usually whatever comes naturally to you. The important part is actually taking the time to say goodbye. If you're not sure what to say, you can think about what you would like to hear from someone else or you could share.
Learning to say goodbye is an important life lesson, one that we keep having to learn again and again. Here are 5 suggestions for managing the goodbyes in your life. Number 1, remember, goodbye is part of every life. Number 2, not all separations are the same. Sometimes they're temporary, sometimes they're permanent. Your reaction may be different in each case. One important part of the process is to pay attention to the reality of the moment. Suggestion 3. Sometimes it's a relief to say goodbye, and that's okay. The end of a hard task, a painful relationship, or a difficult illness can be a release. That's a normal feeling, but often it's not the only feeling you'll have. Number 4, make room for lots of different emotions. Some relief goes hand in hand with sadness, guilt, and even anger. But even when you're feeling nothing but sadness, pain, hurt, and longing, it's important to soothe yourself as much as possible, while also allowing the bad feelings to move through you. Stephen Hayes, the founder of Acceptance and Commitment Therapy, suggests thinking of unpleasant feelings as a train that you're watching pass by. They're there, they don't feel good, they may come back again, but they're on the move. They will pass. Pain is part of goodbye for some of us. We can also confuse one feeling for another. These complex feelings are part of the separation process for many people. What's important is to allow the feelings room to breathe and allow yourself space to work through them. In other words, it's extremely important not to get stuck in a single set of feelings. And the last suggestion, finally, remember, goodbyes are part of life. They can't be avoided, and there are good parts to goodbyes. They can represent temporary or permanent loss, but they also usher in transitions, new possibilities, and emotional and intellectual growth. Well, that's all we have for you today.
It's been really special making these videos for you all.
Make sure to welcome the new FCC Knows Mental Health crew when they start.
The series will continue.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Welcome back to FCC Knows Mental Health. Why is it so hard today?
Hey there, and make sure to check out our website at www.thefamilyctr.org. The Family Center is a nonprofit organization located in Columbus, Georgia. We offer programs such as Family Counseling of Columbus, Big Brothers Big Sisters, and Consumer Credit Counseling or Financial Counseling Services. While checking out our website, you'll get a chance to learn more about all of our programs, get exclusive access to events, you'll get an inside look at who we are, learn more about our vision, our mission, our core 4 values of trust, family, courage, and adaptability, and so much more. You can also navigate through our newly renovated website to access our online education center and material for classes and workshops such as financial literacy, education, and find more information about our psychoeducational courses such as co-parenting, post-divorce seminar, anger management, and our parenting group. You can also find out about our therapy service we offer, such as individual, couples, and family counseling, psychoeducation groups, school groups, workshops, emotional support groups, financial counseling, and education. For further questions, feel free to contact us at 706-327-3238.